Good morning, ducks! Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Duck Adventure for, I think it's April 7th. We didn't get the full foot. Dougie's already had a snow bath, but he's doing his barking at the crows. Now it's raining, guys. Actually, I might have to go get my other hat. I've got my winter hat on because there's a slight wind. Crows are driving Doug nuts. Ducks are really laid back. Doug. Alright, let's get the water happening, egg recon, and we'll do the duck chores here. Hello, ducks! Oh, they're waking up. Oh, it's really damp. It's damp, and yes, Doug, I know, it's a shovel. Doug. No. The snow's really heavy. I ain't shoveling nothing. It'll be melted here and next week. Actually, it's going to be minus 16. Doug, it's a metal shovel. Okay, no. Doug, you're wound right out today. Minus 16, I think, tomorrow. Either tomorrow night or the next night. Doug, no. Okay, Doug. Okay, I'm going to stop shoveling here. Okay, look out. Look out. Okay, come on, Doug. Out you go. Yeah, we got minus 16 coming, I think, in 2 nights. Another cold blast. Doug, you're crazy today. He's been just running around like a fool. Alright, let's get the water happening. We'll do egg recon. And then I'm going to go and finish off my books. Doug's having a bad morning, guys. The crows are coming in and digging the corn out from underneath the snow down by the swamp. And Doug is just freaking. He's down there now at the edge of the swamp. The ducks ever laid back here. Everybody's sleeping. Wake up, ducks. You guys were much more active last night. I think they played outside all night. I heard them this morning. Well, actually, they woke me up. I think it was 4:15 I heard them playing. I got out of bed at 5. It was pretty loud here this morning. Pretty soon it'll be all-night kegers all the time. These ducks. Wake up, ducks! I can't believe that female, though. The back of her head is just ripped to crap. And there's only one male. Well, the Goose Lee and that gray one. Actually, I see the other duck, or the other goose, by Goose Lee, the back of her head's all ripped too. We might have to get rid of a gander. Specifically that one. Not a lot of action in the tub last night, guys. It's not even really dirty. Usually that's what happens when it rains. The ducks have very little interest in water. Well, the tub water. Doug was just going to head over to my neighbor's. I had to do some serious yelling. He's coming back, but Okay, he's seriously distracted. Now he's going into the bush. Oh, he's taking the bush way around because the swamp's wet. Well, two of the females, these two females have got the back of their head damaged again. But the other female on the other side doesn't. Ducks are all soaking wet. Alright, let's do egg recon. Yes, ducks, it's a pail. New spot. They haven't laid eggs there before. Well, look at this. They're rushing me. Yes, I took your eggs. Are you upset? I don't believe that. The group of them came after me when I took the eggs. They might be getting upset at me. Alright, no eggs there. No eggs there. And no eggs there. And also no Doug. He hasn't appeared yet. Oh, Limpy. Okay. What do we got in here, ducks? Alright, we'll do it backwards. Because there was a whole bunch in that corner, ducks, and they would just panic. Oh, we got a bunch of eggs in here. I think they probably came in here last night because of the storm. Okay. No, nothing in there. Come on, girl. Muscovies. Alright. Oh, one Muscovy up here. Barn's gonna probably be just jammed with eggs today. Not bad in here though, but I think a lot of the outdoor eggs are in this building this morning. Oh, is it ever damp, guys? My hands are already cold. Getting them wet. They pounded back that whole feeder. I filled that full yesterday. So the barn will probably be full if that one's stripped. Alright, off to the barn. Oh, there's he. He's back. You took the long way, didn't you, Doug? You shouldn't be going down there. This heavy snow on the ice, that'll help you go through and you'll get wet. Yeah, when I checked the weather this morning, I saw minus 16. I was like, oh man, is this winter ever going to end? But hey, we had a freaking mild winter, so we're paying for it now. Okay, ducks, what's in here for eggs? Come on, Muscovy, move. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, that just hit me. I bent over and it was like, okay. Oh, there's a big goose egg. Nice big white one. Yeah, it was party central here last night. They were making lots of noise. I woke up a couple times actually, but I looked at the clock. I think it was like 4:10 or 4:15 or something. I wonder if you're the same duck that's in here every day. There, I know you get mad at me when I take your eggs. She takes whacks at me actually. She tries to bite me. Doing pretty good so far. I shouldn't jinx myself yet here. I wonder how they get so dirty in one spot. Okay. What do we got happening? Oh yes, Muscovies. Big crew going on here. Huh, girl? You got an egg? Nope. Okay. I don't know how we did. Bucket feels heavy though. It's a good bucket of eggs. How's the feed? Oh, they pounded back a good whack of feed in here too. They must have been hungry yesterday. Alright, let's go to the garage, get some feed. I've lost Doug again. He keeps going down to where the crows are eating the corn. Doug, are the crows driving you crazy? They are, aren't you? Poor dog's just hating it. Every single bird, guys, like everything that's flying above the property, he's chasing. He's done some serious cardio this morning. Oh, snow. Man, this is... Oh, hopefully only one more week. One more week of winter. Hopefully. And then it'll be over. But if you think about it, we didn't have a lot of snow this winter. Which, you know, it's rain. And, you know, we need groundwater. So, you know, it's... And snow actually better right now than rain. Because the ground's frozen. The rain would just basically cause flooding. Oh, Dougie, you're pulling me awful hard here. It would cause flooding. At least this is a slow melt. Okay, Doug. You're crazy today. He wants to play so bad. He's frisky. Like it's +2. Not the warmest. Look at them panic. I had some technical difficulties getting the string off the feed. Alright, ducks. Feeder's full. Yeah, I filled your feeder. Coming over to check me out. Doug, how come you're waiting for me? Hey? We probably got 20 centimeters of the 25 they called for. So, you know, roughly 8 inches. Because it was melting last night. Because it's been above zero actually since the storm started. So basically the snow was coming down and melting a little bit as it was coming down. Okay. Ducks are fed. You know, it stays so clean in the buildings this time of year. Oh, look at them building nests. She's building a nest. That one was building a nest, but she just walked off of it. Okay. Go take care of the water. Yeah, her back feet. She's pushing the straw around, making a little circle. Wonder why she's in here and not in the metal shed on the second level for some privacy. Pretty soon they'll be out. As soon as the ice is off the lake and the predators slow down, which brings me to another thing I almost forgot to tell you, which just reminded me, is not last night, the night before, heard the coyotes back in the yard again. Totally forgot to tell you about that. They were really close. Look at them. Just chasing the crows. See, the thing is, the crows have to dig through the snow to get to the corn. So they're staying on the ground longer, and it's driving Doug nuts. When the corn's exposed, the crows just land and take off really fast. But they have to dig through the snow, so it gives Doug an opportunity to rush down there and rush the the crows. See, the crows are all staying around the tree line. And they keep coming down for the corn, and Doug keeps chasing them away. I don't see any geese on the lake. sign. I'm looking on eBay, guys, because I'm going to change the lighting in the pen. I'm looking at LED floodlights from China. I'm looking at, I think, around like the 10-15 watt size. I saw some ones that were aluminum floodlights. They were like $11 US, $12 US, and then there was shipping. I forget the shipping. I think the grand total was like $15 US. But I think I'm going to buy a bunch of LED floodlights. Buying the LED screw-in light bulbs is crazy expensive. The floodlights are cheaper actually, which is, you know, which makes no sense because you're getting aluminum fixture and everything. But I guess to configure it into a light bulb shape, and it costs more to manufacture. So I'll be giving you an update on that, what I come up with. But I got to get a bunch of them. I'm going to change the lighting in the pen, and especially since we're going to be making the pen bigger, I want to floodlight this area here. So I've got to come up with some ideas on some LED floodlights. Something cheap from China. But I'd like to get some bigger floodlights. I was looking at some 15 and 20 watt ones that they look like they have a couple thousand lumens. I want to get them bright enough that the perimeter of the pen is lit up, so that it's easier for the ducks to see outside of the pen at night, because that's what freaks them out, is when they can't see what's walking around the outside of the pen. And that's what I have figured out the last 3 summers. If they can see what's walking around, they don't get as freaked out. I wonder if that's Limpy. Alright, girl. I think it is. No, it's not. Right back in though. But we're going to be going on a big road trip next week. On pricing this whole pen expansion. I got to go around town. I got an internet phone. I could pick the phone up and call, but I got Magic Jack, guys, for my phone. What a piece of garbage. I've spent so much time with their chat support, and just a waste of time. Basically, my phone calls get disconnected anywhere from 90 seconds to 31 minutes, and there's no rhyme or reason. The longest call I've had is 31 minutes before it cuts off. Usually it's around the 6-minute mark, the phone just goes dead. So like when you're phoning and talking to people trying to get prices and, you know, availability on things, or worse is customer support, and the phone keeps getting cut off. And Magic Jack, you know, well, it's for $35 a year, unlimited North American calling, so it's so cheap it's ridiculous, but it's absolutely the worst service you could ask for, at least here in Canada. So that's why I'm going to be going on a road trip and going around to local businesses to get the prices. Because I don't want to waste my time on the phone getting cut off in the middle of conversations. The rain's starting to come down harder here. So I'm going to get the hose wrapped up. And then I'm going to go and set up my my new accounting system for the next year, so that I don't go through what I just went through yesterday doing my taxes. I'll be back later, ducks, to do the water for you. Oh, Dougie, we should check Stripper and see how her hospital is. I think her hospital is all right. I think I can wait cleaning it. I was in the back room this morning and it didn't stink. And that's usually the #1 indicator that it needs to be cleaned. No smell. No feces on top here we're talking about. Yeah, you're doing good. Well, I'm going to clean it. Yeah. There's a slight odor. Alright, duck. We're going to fix you up with a clean bed here. She looks at me like, what am I doing? Oh, girl. Come here. Here, don't panic. Just relax. that actually, guys, was probably the most relaxed she's been yet, me picking her up. Sort of fitting, eh? The whole winter, and finally at the end of the winter, she finally gets used to me. Another thing I've noticed is that she no longer crumbles her food up into dust. She's eating the pellets. Because I haven't seen dust in here now, got to be close to 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, so whatever she was doing before, crunching her food up, making it dust, she stopped. She's eating pellets now. All right, little duck, relax. Okay. Okay, no, don't be running. All right. Yeah, go right back in. Yeah, that's a good duck. You're getting the groove of this. It had a slight smell, not a really bad smell, just a slight smell. She's had an easy winter. It's going to be interesting to see if she makes it through the summer. All right, I got to take this out, wash it out, and clean her water. All right, some fresh, clean water for the little duck. You're not getting a bath today. Okay, you're taken care of. The crows are driving poor Doug nuts out there. All right, dump this on the garden. No, Dougie. He's gonna start chewing on it. Okay, no, Doug. No, Doug, because you punch holes in it. Hey, ow! See how fast he stopped when I said ow? Ow! Chew my hand. Well, chew it nicely. Hey, stop it. You know, you don't realize it, guys. When he's chewing like that, he actually is biting really hard. Stop it. He punch holes. Okay, no, Doug, stop. Ow! You stop so quick when I say ow. Yeah, I was letting him chew the kiddie pool, and then I started noticing that everywhere he was biting it, he was punching holes, clearing through it. He's not nibbling lightly on it. He's biting down with some force. That's why when I put my hand in the way, he accidentally gives me a nip. I exaggerate it, and go the ow thing, but he stops instantly. Taking care of one duck in the hospital is way easier than two. Doug is really wound up, guys. He's just chewing the crap out of me. He took the shovel right out of my hands on the back deck. I shoveled around the door, and he just grabbed it and took off. Looking for crows. All right, I'm gonna get the hose wound up and get on with my bookkeeping. And then I gotta go to town. I gotta go to the post office and mail my taxes and see if my parcels have finally shown up from China. This last batch of trinkets and trash that I've bought from China, I can't believe how slow it's been. I got one showed up last week, exactly 60 days. Usually it's not that slow. I'm 45 normally, the max, but I've got a couple right now that are pushing 65 days. I feel sorry for the little Chinese selling their junk, because it's not their fault that the post office lost it. But they're pretty good to solve your problem, I will say that. They refund her pretty quick. I've had a couple times, where they refunded and then the following week it showed up, and then I send them the money like an honest person. And they always, when you send them the money for when it does finally show up, they always send a nice thank you back. I guess not many people do that. I guess everybody just tries to scam everybody. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, but it just seems that the scammers seem to outnumber us. Or they make such a lasting impression on us that the rest of us pay for it. Okay, I'm going to go and get my bookkeeping done. and then we'll do a quick road trip to town. I'll give you guys a view of the roads. The snowplows have been going pretty steady. I've actually heard them twice this morning. Last night during the storm, it was pretty well non-stop, the snowplow action. All right, Dougie, let's go take care of our day here. Are you coming in? Or are you going to stay out here and chase birds? You're going to get soaking wet out here, Doug. Crow just went over top. See his head lift up? Or it was a blue jay. Come on. You don't really want to come in, do you? I know. Pretty soon we'll be outside all the time. Well, Doug, let's go. What a bad day today was. Oh, guys, you wouldn't believe it. I am so upset at the government of Canada right now. I did my income tax, as you know. Well, I went to the Canadian website, and they suggest, you know, the different software to use. And I use the same one that I've used for the last 5 years, or yeah, 4 years. I've used the same software, except that I've used it on my office computer, which is XP. Well, I went to do my taxes, and I went to, you know, do the download, and it says right away, can't do XP. And I'm like, okay, well, the government's still using XP. All their thousands and thousands and thousands of their computers are still using XP, but they've got a special deal with Microsoft that they still get patches and all that kind of stuff. Us poor consumers have to upgrade. So I only have one computer with Windows 7. And I don't like installing software that that I'm not sure of, or I don't have I'm not familiar with. So I had to download and put the tax software on my laptop. Did my taxes, everything was fine. Today, I almost wiped out there. As soon as I opened up Sony Vegas, bang, it crashes. My computer, I got the blue screen of death, memory dump, the whole bit. So I restored it. I took out the software, uninstalled the software, did a restore back to before I installed the tax software. I opened up my mail program, bang, blue screen of death. I'm like, okay. Every time I open a program, my computer would crash, blue screen of death. I have spent the last 2 hours with Dell tech support dialed into my computer trying to fix it. I think it's fixed now. So like my edit, I haven't edited. Like I uploaded that quick little video for the drone, hopefully, that we're going to win, I hope. I got a hunch Casey's going to use automated software for going through the comments, but I think he's up to like about 190,000 comments. But I'm starting my edit just now. It's like 7 o'clock at night. My computer has been screwed all day. I didn't go to town because I realized tomorrow, I'm taking tomorrow off actually, because a friend of mine is closing his business. He's been in the industry, one industry 40 years, and tomorrow is his last day. His last employee's leaving tomorrow. He's been with him 19 years. So it's going to be a sort of a bit of a party, going away day. So it's like tomorrow I'm definitely not doing anything. So I got to get all my work done tonight. But I just can't believe this. I'm editing, and I opened up after the Dell. I opened up the program again. I start editing. I got 10 minutes into the edit, and I just hit save. Bang, my other screen, because I got 2 screens, the other screen on the laptop goes blue again. So I don't know. It's rebooting right now, and I've got it in safe mode. But I got to do my chores first, and I'm going to go in and try to attack tonight's edit. I just don't believe this. All over the taxes. Like if I wouldn't have installed because it was working perfect up to that point, I have never seen a blue screen on my laptop. So, and the only thing I've done that's different is I installed that software to do my taxes. Anyways, government of Canada. And that magic crap phone system. Oh man, Magic Jack, do they ever suck? I'm on the phone with Dell Tech Support, and first of all, I got disconnected 3 times. Finally, I got through to the guy, I gave him my number, so we're going to get disconnected guaranteed because I'm on a crappy internet phone. So he dials into my system, and I'm on the phone with him, and he's working on my computer. Sure enough, I get disconnected. And their phone systems, I didn't realize it, but when they want to phone back to call somebody, what they have to go through to make a phone call, I was waiting 15 minutes for the guy to call me, and then he tells me, that there's all this protocol stuff they have to go through because they got to make sure that their employees aren't making personal phone calls. I'm like, this is crazy. I really hate Magic Jack, guys. Oh man, I'm thinking like the old phone line in the house is maybe might be coming back, or I'll try another internet service for a phone. But I just, nothing irritates me more than getting disconnected when I'm talking on the phone, especially when you're on customer support and you're trying to get tech support, you know, and it's like you're in the middle of, like you're right in the middle of, you're not even in the middle of a sentence, like middle of a word, and you get disconnected. Okay, they're coming over chewing on my pants again. Oh, these ducks. You like my jeans? I think it's the jeans. There's something about the jeans. And I confirmed the weather. Minus 13 and minus 10 coming. Now tonight it's mild, but there's some nasty cold coming. Oh, is it ever muddy in here? It's muddy. Okay, ducks, look out. I gotta get the hose here. It's like walking on grease. The last thing you want to do is fall in this stuff. Okay, I'm getting chewed on behind, guys. They're sneaking up behind me to chew on me. What is with you girls? All of a sudden I'm appealing? You need to find a man for your life there, girls. This is bizarre the last couple of days, the way they've been coming up to me. They're Klingons like Doug. Oh, I found an egg. It's a double yolker. A double yolk duck egg. Alright, let's go check the barn out. Make sure everybody's alright in there, and then we'll come back in here and do a walk around. Oh, look at the filth of that duck. Oh, Muscovies. You guys are disgusting. They're so laid back. I've lost Doug. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Dougie. You came back, though. That's really good. I only had to call your name 3 times. Hey, that was really good, actually. Considering you're down in the swamp hunting. Alright, let's just do a quick check in the barn. Make sure everybody's alright. And I never got any of my bookkeeping stuff done because of the computer problem. Okay, I see another egg. I hate when I install things on my computer and that happens. I just couldn't believe it, you know, and I'm opening programs and it's crashing and alright. Is there any eggs in here, girls? Come on. No eggs. Everybody's just in here. Let's listen to this. The males sound nowhere near as nice as the females. You know, the males have that sort of just a husky sound. The females sound like they're trying to sing. Yeah, I'm getting cut off on the phone with Dell, and oh man, I was getting upset. Magic Jack crap. Total crap phone service. You know, it might be only $3 a month, but honestly, it's freaking worth 90 cents maybe. And and the problem is the Magic Jack I have, I got a US phone number, so I can't call Canadian toll-free numbers. So I had to call Dell tech support in the States, and then that was a hassle because my computer is registered to Dell Canada business, so I get to talk to a guy in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I tried explaining. Well, actually, I had to explain it many times because I kept getting cut off. I had to get the Dell guy to transfer me through to Canada. Okay, no eggs in here. Oh, guys, look at this. They've eaten half of this already this afternoon. Is there an egg under you? No. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Magic Jack right now, guys. And I'm really not a fan of Canadian tax revenue and their software that they certify. They certify it as, you know, like they give you the big, oh, this is okay to use on your computer. We've checked it out. What a waste of a day. Man, I hate that stuff. Get the a little bit of a scrape here. Do this so the water flows. There. Because if you don't do that, what happens is that they just track it all into the building and make the building really, really, really dirty inside. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. My buddy is shutting down his business. He's owned it for, I'm trying to think, I think 32 years, and his dad had it 8 years before. So he's 40 years in the industry. He's been doing it. He's changing his career at 55 years old. He started in the business when he was 15 years old with his dad. I can't imagine doing the same job for that many years. I've had so many different careers. I actually come to think of it, it's actually nuts what the amount of things I've done. I've had to start over many times in my life, guys. I've had a lot of setbacks. But, you know, the secret in setbacks is just get back up and go at it again. Sooner or later, you'll get it right. Look at that gray goose. I think we're going to be having roasted, I know we're going to be having roasted goose soon. And the thing is, since I let him free, Goose Lee hasn't been hanging around with those 3 girls. I can pluck one goose, that's not a big deal. Hey, look at this. They're coming back over to me. They're like duck stalkers. That goose just took a swipe at a Muscovy male. That clump of feather just came out of the Muscovy male. Yes, girl, we got to get rid of a goose. We tried to save it. You know, he got a reprieve, and he's just turned into a nasty critter. Well, roasted goose definitely coming up real soon here. Well, there's still a lot of corn here. A ton of footprints. Looks mostly like crows. No sign of the geese though. Also no sign of Doug, he took off. Alright, I'm gonna go back and get my edit done. Hopefully it doesn't, my computer doesn't crash again and get that blue screen of death. Oh, I hate that blue screen. It's not a good thing, guys. It's like things when that starts happening and if you don't stop it, yeah, you just lose your computer. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.